Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. So I'm Sharisse Dalby. I'm a nutritionist, and I work with families and kids to help them through their digestive, emotional, and time management issues in order that they feel their best and know how healthy and happy you should feel. And you don't know that when you feel like, ugh, right? Is that a nice face? Okay, so our topic today is a hot topic because we're talking all about multivitamins and whether you or your kids should actually be taking them. Let's talk about why you would want to take any sort of a supplement in the first place, because it's really, really good that we have a basis or a reason for why we do what we do. So why would you want to take a supplement? Well, a supplement is meant to supplement a healthy diet. Okay, it can't make up for a bad diet. But if you have a healthy diet that might be lacking something, that's where any sort of a supplement would typically come into play. So again, it can't make up for a bad diet. And that's the number one mistake most people do. So you would want to supplement it in your diet if the soil where you live has poor mineral content, if the availability of food isn't there locally, and if, like, say you've got a lack of vitamin D because it's wintertime. If you're needing to supplement your healthy diet because something is deficient because of whatever reason, then we need to do that, right? Another reason why you might need to is for health reasons, right? Like you need calcium for osteoporosis. You might need iron for anemia if you've got heavy menstruation. If you've got high blood fats, you might need to add in fish oil, right? So that's kind of another reason you might need it. Then you might also need it to balance out your deficiencies, right? If you've gone to the doctor and you've gotten blood tests done and it says, you've got a deficiency, then you're going to want to do it, right? So those are things to take note of on why you might need one in the first place. So what are multivitamins? Let's establish what a multivitamin is then and whether or not you should actually be taking it, okay? So a multivitamin is kind of like a mishmash of a bunch of different vitamins and minerals, okay? It's just like all squished together, and they're saying, like, let's throw in some of this and some of this and some of this, some of this, and they put it all together in one pill and tell you to take it. The problem with that is it makes it the jack of all trades, master of absolutely none, okay? Jack of all trades, master of none. When you take a multivitamin, it's assuming you're deficient in everything, right? And most people aren't deficient in everything, at least not in North America. You're deficient in certain things, but not everything. So a multivitamin might fill some gaps, but then if you don't know this, it is possible to become toxic by having too much of something as well, which is a really big concern. So if you take a multivitamin, it's very easy to become toxic in some things while you build other things up. Not the best way to do it. So it doesn't mean you don't need a supplement, but is a multivitamin actually going to fill those gaps appropriately? There is a time and place where you actually need to take supplements. So I'm not saying supplements are bad. I'm saying multivitamins fill in gaps here and there, but they don't necessarily fill the whole thing. It's a small amount of each, right? Like it's just not necessarily enough. They're trying to get you to the daily recommended amount. But the problem is I'm a huge fan of therapeutic doses. I believe that you need it therapeutically. So you're going to need it because there's a deficiency and something needs to be leveled out. So it's very important to figure out what that deficiency is and hit that thing with a therapeutic dose and get your body back up. That's what a multivitamin is. And right, it's going to be that mishmash of things, jack of all trades, master of none. So clearly I'm saying that I'm not a big fan of multivitamins. But I'm not saying I'm not a fan of supplements. I'm saying I'm not a fan of multivitamins. So what should you do then? Like, what do you do if you're feeling like you should be taking a multivitamin and now I'm saying no, what should you do? The first thing is you want to go talk to your doctor or your naturopath or your nutritionist, whoever it is that you see, and find out if there's any deficiencies and any gaps that need to be filled, because it's very, very important to fill those gaps, okay? And then secondly, get your blood tested. If you are at all concerned there's a deficiency, get your blood tested. Because once you know exactly what the problem is, it's a really easy fix, okay? You just have to get the appropriate doses in you to build that back up in your body. And then, like I said before, use the therapeutic doses, but that has to be done by somebody who knows what they're doing. Don't just take a guess, okay? So I'm going to tell you how to pick a good quality supplement, okay? But let me just quickly go back and remind you what we've spoken about. And again, this is a hot topic, okay? It's a hot topic. Not everybody's going to agree on it. I'm coming from my perspective and how I manage my clients. It doesn't mean everybody is going to agree with me, and that's okay. We don't always have to be on the same page. And if you don't agree with me, don't work with me, right? We're all going to interpret things certain ways, but how I work with my clients and how I've helped my clients is through doing a therapeutic doses as opposed to using a multivitamin, okay? So what I would say is you need a multivitamin if there's a deficiency or a medicinal need of some sort. You're going to need you're going to need a supplement. But a multivitamin is a jack of all trades, master of none. So it's not the way to go. So what you want to do is find out what your deficiencies are and then fill in those gaps, okay? So let me tell you how you could actually pick a good quality supplement then, because that's also very confusing. What do you look for then? So once you know what you're deficient in and what you need, first of all, do your research. Find a company that you actually think makes a good quality supplement. So that would mean emailing them, looking them up online, asking people that you know in the field, asking your naturopath or your nutritionist. Find out if the one that you have is a good quality one. But I always recommend that you try contacting the company if there isn't enough information on the website, because I think it's really important that you open up communication and let them know that as a consumer, you want to know. You want to know that this is good stuff, okay? So do your research. What I say is don't just be a consumer, be an informed consumer. Know your stuff, okay? Secondly, check the ingredients. You want to make sure there's nothing like artificial colors, artificial flavors, sugar, preservatives. So check the ingredients. Thirdly, know the form of supplement. So often with vitamins, you want it to be in its natural form. And minerals, you want to be chelated. You want them to be bound to an amino acid to make them more absorbable by your body. Those are some things that you're going to want to look for. And then doses. Know your dose, guys. Don't just go out there and therapeutically dose yourself. Find out from a professional what your dose should be based on what your needs are. So don't just pick up a multivitamin and say, well, it says women should have 2 a day, so I'm going to take 2 a day. But what if you don't need 2 a day? What if you need less? Find out, okay? And then you also you got to pay a premium. Let's be honest here. You're going to get what you pay for. So if you're going for the cheaper vitamins and minerals or whatever supplement you're getting, you're not going to get the good stuff. So you're actually throwing your money away. Don't do it. Pay good money, get good quality ones in therapeutic doses, build your body up so you can stop taking it. Now, some people actually have a medical reason to need to take them permanently or long term. Think as you age, needing it for osteoporosis, you'll need it long term. But many people just need a therapeutic dose to build it back up in their body. And then lastly, if you're unsure if the multivitamin not multivitamin, I will always tell you no multivitamin. But if you're not sure if the vitamin or mineral supplement of whatever that you have is good, you can always upload it to my private Facebook community group. And if I haven't heard of it, I will do the research. I have contacted companies before because I want you to be informed and I want to be informed if I'm not aware of the certain brand. It can be hard because I'm Canadian, so we have different ones than you got in the States, guys, so it's not always the same. So sometimes I have to do my research and contact the company, and I have no problem doing that because I do know what to ask for. So if you're not sure if what you have is good and you want to know, just go to SharisseDalby.com/community, totally free community, just a place for you to ask me your questions. But you can also upload pictures of things like that and say, is this okay? Should I be taking it? Multivitamin can't just fix it. It's not a Band-Aid for everything. You need to find out what the actual problem is. I mean, if you're bleeding somewhere, you're not just going to put Band-Aids all over your body just so you hope to hit the spot, right? Weird analogy, I know. But you'll actually try and find where the bleeding has started. So I just wanted to come out here and throw this out because I know multivitamins are consumed so much, usually by people who don't need it. And I worry that you're wasting your money and then harming your body. So take a look for yourself and do what works for you. I'm here to support you in your choices. But if you ask me, I'd be like, cut the multivitamin. So That's my opinion for you based on my research. Okay, that's what I have for you guys today. So make sure you hop into my private Facebook community group, and hopefully it helps you guys out as you make an informed decision for yourself and your body. All right. Thanks for joining me. Bye, guys.